Hello, my haunted friends, and welcome to Foxfire Paranormal. Kicking Ghost. This clip was posted to Reddit by a user, Britain969. She was casually recording her dog, who was sitting calmly in front of a door. Suddenly, without any visible cause, the dog flinches as if it were kicked by something unseen. Startled, the poor dog runs to hide under a nearby table next to Britain. Many people believe that animals are more in tune to the paranormal and can sense things that are beyond human perception. This theory seems to have some weight added to it when a few commenters pointed out a mysterious white spot appearing above the dog's head just before it flinched. However, not everyone is convinced that it could be a ghost or anything else supernatural. Some viewers suggest more common causes for the dog's reaction, such as an ear infection or that this is a sign of canine dementia. What do you think could have caused this scared pup's reaction? Was it poked or kicked by an unseen entity, or is there a more rational explanation? Let me know your thoughts on this clip in the comments below. Nighttime Stroll. This video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Dave Explores. In this clip, you hear two men standing on what looks like to be a forest path on a foggy night. The atmosphere is thick with tension, as it seems they've already encountered something unsettling right before they started recording.
Stop. That is creepy looking.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
One of them nervously says, "Stop. It's a little creepy looking," and the other agrees. As the clip continues, they ask viewers if they saw something that disappeared from the shot.
You can't see
Can
it.
any of you guys see this? And it just seems a big... Oh, and it just seems to have disappeared, guys. Did any of you just see that?
You can't see nothing with the naked eye.
No, you can't. Whoa, did any of you just see something walk in front of the camera there, guys?
Then suddenly, a figure appears to walk through the mist right in front of the two men, disappearing into the fog moments before the video ends. Could this have been a trick of the light as the mist swirled across the forest path? Or could this be a spirit on a nighttime walk? What do you think they encountered that night? Shadow Man in the Kitchen. This image is from the Reddit user Sexy Sadie Made Glutz. She received a message from her husband recounting an experience that his friend and the friend's wife had in their home. They claimed that they saw a ghostly figure walking down their hallway. The creepiest part? This apparition had no face. Sadie's husband also shared a photo, mentioning that the friend was looking at photos of his son from November when they noticed something in the background. In the background, they noticed a figure that is seemingly a man dressed in khaki pants and a white button-up shirt, leaning casually on the kitchen counter, once again with this bizarre detail that this man has no facial features. At first glance, one might think it's merely a reflection of someone standing outside behind the person taking the photo. However, if it were a reflection, you would expect to see the rest of the reflection in front of the table near the sliding door. But zooming in reveals something unsettling. The man is clearly standing behind the table in the kitchen island, not outside. Some of the commenters suggested researching the history of the house, though the friend is the first owner. Other comments mentioned that the figure might just be a woman in a bathrobe facing the wall, with her hair in a ponytail, suggesting obviously it's the mom making hot cocoa for the family. But that explanation seems difficult to agree with when looking at this image. What do you think? Is this a male spirit watching from the kitchen? Or could it just be an innocent woman in her bathrobe grabbing a mug of hot cocoa? Girl at the Asylum. In this video, Kaylee from Love to Investigate is walking around an abandoned asylum. Initially, her visit was meant for exploration, not for capturing any paranormal activity.
Oh, it does smell like a hospital jar. Yeah. Oh, yeah, look. It does actually smell like a hospital.
As she wanders through the decaying halls, she enters a dilapidated bathroom with broken mirrors.
Room in here. Shower. I don't like looking behind shower curtains, that just creeps me right out. The bathroom again, there.
There is a faint whispering that can be heard, but she claims later in her nighttime investigation that it says Stacy.
The bathroom again, there.
Continuing her exploration, Kaylee moves down the hallway back towards the entrance where the doors are open.
That's pretty cool, that is. Smells like an hospital in this part, definitely.
She briefly turns to capture some graffiti on the walls. As she turns back towards the exit, there is a girl that can be seen standing silently in the doorway, just visible before the camera points to the floor. When Kaylee lifts it again, the girl is seen walking away. Intrigued by this encounter, Kaylee and two others return to the asylum that night for a deeper investigation to see if they can learn more. If you want to see the full nighttime investigation, you can find the video called You Don't Want to Miss This on their channel, Love to Investigate. The Gundry Sanitarium. These next couple of videos were uploaded by Dan Bell from the channel This is Dan Bell. Here he takes us exploring through the Gundry Sanitarium. The Gundry Sanitarium was established in the 1800s by Dr. Alfred Gundry on his family farm as a private sanitarium for the care of nervous disorders of women that required the treatment and rest away from home. Over the years, it continued as a private sanitarium, eventually providing care for children until its closure in 1997. In the first video, Dan mentions his eerie suspicion of a former patient might have returned to live in the abandoned asylum, not as a ghost, but as a real person.
Later on in this video, you're going to see some very strange things, and I want to give you my opinion on what I think was going on. I think that a former patient has returned to this facility, to this house, and is living here in one of the rooms upstairs, which you'll see later on in the video.
As he navigates the dilapidated building, his camera captures fleeting glimpses of someone who seems to be living there, although Dan doesn't notice these figures in real time. As he makes his way around a staircase, Dan pauses for a moment to let the camera linger on a dark hallway straight ahead. Unknown to him, a figure is standing in that first room of the hall, its silhouette cast on the white door. You can see their shadow on the open door before he turns to go up the stairs. He continues exploring upstairs when he goes into a room with an emergency exit that is missing its doorknob. You can see something blocking the hole in the door before quickly moving away to the right. Did someone hide just in time? Or were they watching Dan from behind the door? As Dan climbs more stairs, he turns to scratch some metal mesh on the stairs. An and the camera momentarily captures what could be someone watching him with a sheet covering their face. The tension builds as he makes his way to the laundry room of the building. While inspecting the area, an unsettling voice can be heard, which understandably scares Dan. One commenter notes what looks like a camera lens pointing out of a cupboard, but it's gone when Dan looks back again a few seconds later. The voice of the words are debated by his viewers, with some hearing, "I was shot right there," and others, "Let's go get him." Dan does make it out of the asylum safely, but he does return for a second video at night. Back at the staircase where the shadow was seen earlier, the door is now shut. Very quietly, you can hear someone say, "Who's there?" Dan nervously laughs and continues exploring, not quite sure what he heard. He also notes that many of the doors have been shut and locked since his last visit. Someone with a key must be securing the place.
Why are all these doors shut like this? Somebody went in and locked all the doors. But not just like the door, like they had keys, they locked the deadbolts.
He makes his way back to the laundry room, where he heard talking during the day, the same room where it looks like someone could have been filming him. Deciding not to enter, he turns to leave, only to hear the sound of objects being moved and quiet footsteps.
Is there somebody back there?
He asks if anybody is back there, and doesn't seem to get an answer. But a soft voice seems to ask, "Are you going to go?" Or, "Is anyone home?" Followed by more movement. Dan makes it safely out of the asylum for a second time. The asylum, owned by the city of Baltimore, was set for historical preservation. Unfortunately, it was destroyed in an arson attack in 2021 and before any improvements could be made. Now, the asylum can no longer be explored or house anyone due to the complete demolition of the fire. What do you think of this creepy video? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to the channel for more creepy videos. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you can be notified when a new video is uploaded. Let me know your thoughts on these videos and which clip was your favorite in the comments below. Stay haunted, and I'll see you in the next video.